and rife with turmoil, a select cadre of old money.
The American presidency. An in-depth analysis of presidential powers and privileges. The office of the President of the United States is often regarded as one of the most powerful political positions in the world. The authority and influence held by the individual occupying this office transcend the immediate confines of the executive branch, influencing both domestic and international affairs. However, the president's powers are not absolute. They are balanced by the constitutional framework of checks and balances, where the legislative and judicial branches limit the president's reach in various areas. Presidential power and authority. The President of the United States holds substantial executive power. Yet these powers are not unchecked. The President is not omnipotent, and the limits of executive authority are defined by both the Constitution and historical precedents. According to the U.S. Constitution, the President's duties and powers include being the Commander-in-Chief of the Armed Forces, the Chief Executive responsible for enforcing federal laws, the Chief Diplomat managing foreign relations, and the Chief Legislator influencing the legislative process. However, the President does not wield unchecked power in all areas. In numerous significant respects, the President's authority is subject to the consent or involvement of other branches of government, particularly Congress, which holds the power of the purse, the power to declare war, and the authority to pass legislation that shapes the President's policy agenda. The President cannot act unilaterally in many spheres. For example, while the President may negotiate treaties with foreign nations, such treaties must be ratified by the Senate. Similarly, while the President can issue executive orders and directives, Congress retains the ability to override those actions by passing laws that counteract executive policy. The President may also be limited by judicial rulings that may deem certain executive actions unconstitutional. Congressional oversight and presidential dependencies. In the realm of economic and military policy, the President's authority is largely dependent upon Congress. For example, the President does not have the ability to unilaterally raise funds or allocate budgetary expenditures without congressional approval. While the President can request funding, Congress, through the Senate and House of Representatives, holds the ultimate power to approve or deny those appropriations. The President may also request military action, but these efforts must be sanctioned by Congress, which holds the power to declare war. Although the President commands the military, the logistical and financial resources necessary to wage war are determined by Congress. Moreover, the President's ability to appoint officials to significant governmental positions, such as federal judges, ambassadors, and high-ranking military officers, is contingent upon confirmation by the Senate. The Senate also holds a vital role in the impeachment process, which allows them to remove a president from office in cases of high crimes or misdemeanors. The President's personal privileges and perks. Despite the constraints on their power, the President of the United States enjoys several privileges and perks that accompany the office. The most immediate of these is the President's salary, which is set by Congress and, as of the current framework, stands at $400,000 annually. This salary, however, does not encompass the full scope of financial benefits that the President receives. The President enjoys a lavish and secure lifestyle funded by the federal government. The White House, which serves as the official residence of the President, provides not only a residence but also the infrastructure necessary to support the various functions of the office. This includes a dedicated staff for housekeeping, maintenance, and security, all of which are funded by taxpayer dollars. In addition to the White House, the president has access to a fleet of vehicles, including armored limousines and a range of security measures designed to protect the president from potential threats. The president's security team, comprised of highly trained Secret Service agents, ensures the safety of the president both at home and abroad. The president is also afforded protection during travel, including the use of specialized aircraft, such as Air Force One, a highly secure plane used for presidential travel. Furthermore, the president has access to private jets, helicopters, and even other military aircraft, all of which are equipped with the latest technology to ensure both safety and operational efficiency. The Secret Service also accompanies the president wherever they go, ensuring that both the president and their family are continuously safeguarded from any potential threats. The president's privileges extend beyond the confines of their residence and security. The first family is also afforded certain benefits, including access to healthcare, transportation, and security. The First Lady or First Gentleman is often provided with a staff to assist with their official duties, which may include participating in charitable or cultural events. Additional benefits: travel, meals, and daily operations. On a daily basis, the president is afforded substantial resources to conduct their duties. These include allowances for meals, travel, and other operational costs associated with carrying out the responsibilities of the office. The presidential motorcade, consisting of multiple vehicles, ensures that the president can travel safely between engagements, both public and private, and is often accompanied by numerous bodyguards, agents, and staff members. The president enjoys the benefit of considerable travel allowances, with government-funded accommodations and travel expenses for official trips, including overseas state visits. Furthermore, the president does not pay for meals or accommodations at official events, as these are provided by the federal government. While the president's schedule is highly regimented, the position allows for a limited amount of vacation time. This time is usually taken during official breaks or holidays. Although the president's duties and responsibilities rarely allow for significant time off. The presidential transition and power structure. The transition between outgoing and incoming presidents is a crucial period for maintaining continuity in governance. This occurs in the period between November 5th, when the president is elected, and January 20th, when the president-elect takes the oath of office. During this time, the outgoing president continues to hold power until the new president formally assumes office. The transition period is important, as it allows for the new administration to prepare for governance. But it can also be a time of uncertainty and political tension. Elections themselves are overseen by a range of entities, with oversight conducted by both the federal government and individual states. The Federal Election Commission, FEC, is responsible for monitoring and enforcing the laws that govern federal elections, ensuring that they are conducted fairly and equitably. The president's role in appointments and military affairs. One of the most significant powers held by the president is the ability to make appointments to key positions within the federal government. These include the appointment of Supreme Court justices, federal judges, and ambassadors. In this context, the president's influence extends far beyond the immediate administration, as judicial appointments can shape the political and legal landscape of the United States for generations. The president also exercises control over military appointments, The President has the authority to appoint military leaders and commanders, although these appointments are subject to the approval of the Senate. Additionally, the President holds the power to dismiss military leaders or other appointees if they no longer align with the President's policy agenda. The power of the President's office. A rare and notable role. While the office of the President is often characterized by significant authority, it is important to remember that the President is not above the law. The President's powers are regularly checked by the legislative and judicial branches of government. At the same time, the President wields tremendous influence, both domestically and internationally, and is ultimately responsible for managing the complex political, economic, and social issues of the nation. In conclusion, the American presidency is an office defined by both immense power and significant limitations, while the president enjoys numerous privileges and benefits. These are balanced by a system of checks and balances that ensures no single individual can dominate the governance of the United States. The office remains one of the most influential and rarefied positions in the world, holding a place of prestige and authority that resonates across the globe.